Hello, guys, and welcome to Odds on League and Matchday 19th, the last one, actually, on this first round of fixtures after a difficult, we have to say, match day in the middle of the week, Alain Valnegri, because we had so many surprises. How are you?
Yes, very well. Hello. Yes, it was another difficult journey with some surprise. Lens lose a point respect to the Paris Saint-Germain. Marseille confirm his very good state of form right now, and we must to speak a little about Lyon, because Lyon is in a trouble and a difficult season for the club of honor.
Among the big teams, actually, Lille, Rennes, Lyon, Monaco, and Lens were unable to win in the previous match day. Always full of emotion, this league. And so let's analyze the new match day. Remember, guys, leave your tips, comment the video, of course, and help us. Just press the like and subscribe. Let's start with the games we have on Saturday. We have 3 games. Starting with Lens Auxerre, as you mentioned, Alain, Lens dropping points playing away in Strasbourg, but this game is going to be played at home, and we know that they've won every single game played at home, the last one against PSG, and this one should be an easy one because Auxerre, they are in relegation. They suffer a very harsh defeat against Toulouse, 0-5. And actually, the odds for Lens are quite good, I would say, especially if we want to put them in an ACCA.
Yes, it's interesting, the odds. It doesn't respect the difference between both teams. Lens yesterday, it was a difficult game because in Strasbourg changed the manager. They have that effect, their search, the psychological shock for Strasbourg, but Lens be able to search the draw and was really near to win the game. Only positive vibes from Lens. A difference of Auxerre yesterday. Really difficult game. They wanna play. They open his team to catch point against Toulouse, but Toulouse in transition make the difference and win an historical victory in Auxerre. They never won with 5-goal difference in Bourgogne, and that one bring me to think we will be so goals in that game. The odds about the over 2.75 are interesting. 2.08 for Lens Auxerre.
Okay, Lens to win, as I said, is 1.44, so you can combine them actually, and you will get very good odds. Next game is Marseille-Lorient. Similar odds for Marseille to win at home against Lorient. Marseille, 5 consecutive victories in the middle of the week. They were able to beat Troyes, but Lorient, it looks like they've started well the year. Alain, they drew with Monaco with that goal scored by Embolo for Monaco in the very last minute before they were able to win. So after a very rough patch, at least Lorient has a waking up.
Yes, it's interesting game. It's one of the most interesting game about this journey. I think Marseille right now is a team can be control the game, and that one is a very good news for his fans, because we feel that control of the game. Is a team found goal in every games. Now against Lorient is a good test, because Lorient is a team with really fast transition. Yesterday, the game against Monaco was wonderful, especially the second part. Is a team in the second part that have the physical condition to have 10-15 minutes with his momentum, where they able to create a lot of occasion. And yesterday there was really near to win against Monaco. For that game, I think both teams to score is a good choice, because Marseille will have the control. Marseille normally at home their score, and Lorient in transition there will be great problem to the defense of Marseille. Both teams to score odds 1.90.
And the last game we have on Saturday is Lyon-Strasbourg. You said at the beginning that we have to stop and talk about Lyon because the results are very poor. 8 in the standings. They are not getting better with the change of manager, with Blanc on the bench, unable to score a single goal against Nantes or against Clermont. And Strasbourg, not many positive things as well we can say about them. At least they got a point, and this is very positive, of course, against Lens in the midweek game.
Yes, the good news for Lyon, there will meet a team with a lot of defensive problem. A team concede a lot of occasion during the game yesterday. We saw that in La Meno. Lens was really near to win the game. In the last two games, Lyon doesn't score, but they meet two teams really strong without the ball in the defensive phase. Now Lyon must to wake up. This game, Lyon must to win and must to score goals to send a message. Because at the end, we can check the Lyon with Peter Bosz and we can check the Lyon with Laurent Blanc. Peter Bosz was better, and Laurent Blanc won one game away in Montpellier against a team really open with the defensive phase. But except that game, in no games we saw an improvement. And that one, I think the veteran, the player with experience like 𝐜𝐭𝐿𝐧𝐧𝐬𝐭𝐚𝐲, like Tolisso, like Anthony Lopez, must to have the voice, the veteran, and must to improve against Strasbourg. Is a good occasion for Lyon. And Strasbourg, we will be see if the team change something, because in the first game, when do you change the manager, normally you have the psychological shock and you catch a positive results. Now is the test to check if the vestry was against Stefan or if the problem is more deep. I saw goals in that game because Lyon must to score, must to make a good prestation. Over 2.75, odds 1.96.
16 goals scored at home for Lyon in this season in the 9 games they've played in the Groupama Stadium at home. Lyon very disappointing this season. And Lille, they've started also very slow this year with 2 draws. Now they have the opportunity to beat Troyes, playing at home, and again against Brest, we saw another under 2.5 goals game.
Yes, it's one of the probability more high right now. Now Lille is a revenge about the Coupe de France that played last week against in Lille. Lille won 2-0. Lille yesterday, the game was a little sad without Reims. They don't have the capacity to generate danger in the area of Brest. Troyes from the beginning of the second season, Troyes have a lot of problem with the goal. There doesn't score. There doesn't have the same average about the first part of the season. There must to change that urgently, because we remember that this season in Ligue 1, 14 go to Ligue 2, and the fighting will be really hard. And in this moment, Troyes is in a trouble. I see a game really similar to the game in Coupe de France I choose Lille winning the first half, odds 1.98.
And let's talk a little bit about the relegation battle. Angers-Clermont is our next game. Angers, well, it's a team almost in going to Ligue there, as you mentioned. 4 teams are going to Ligue there with only 8 points, 7 points away from salvation, 10 points, 10 consecutive defeats. For Angers is looking very bad. The opposite, we can say, for Clermont. Back-to-back victories in this 2023. And what teams they beat, Alain, Rennes, and Lyon.
Yes. Is the maturity of Clermont increased this season. Is a team known to how to defend against a really strong team. We saw that in Lyon. We saw that yesterday against Rennes. And after, in offensive phase, is a team with memory, because last season it was a team really funny to see, because it was a team with a lot of offensive initiative, a team with a lot of personality to have the ball against the biggest team, but that one cost some points. And Gastien changed some things during the summer, and the team, match after match, took that maturity to manage the game without the ball. And yesterday we saw that against Rennes. At the end, it's true, they play against only 9 players of Rennes, 2 players sent off in the Breton team, but they have that capacity to believe it was possible and push until the goal in the last second with Gastien. Now, Angers, I think we can analyze and have a clear image about the game yesterday, because when you played in Paris, when you are in the bottom of the table, it don't make sense to have an analysis. I think it's better to go forward and check the game in Strasbourg. It's true, with the new manager, maybe they improve something in the defensive phase, but in offensive phase is a team with no goals. They have a big problem in the relationship with the goal, and to save the category with the situation they have, it will be hard. It will be really, really hard. The odds are really, I'm really surprised about the odds of Clermont. Angers is favorite right now, and I choose 2𝐿𝐴 odds 2.00.
Yeah, I was going to tell you that perhaps these are the best odds we are going to see in this match day. Angers, favorite to win this game, and their last victory, remember, was in September against Nice. Since that victory, 10 consecutive defeats. Clermont in the middle of the table. I cannot understand how Angers are favorites for this game, but this is good value. And Alain, just taking a little bit of insurance, chose Clermont draw no bet. So if there is a draw, you get your money back. And also, an interesting game for the relegation is Montpellier-Nantes. They are both away of the relegation spots, but be careful because they are close by. Montpellier, they suffer a harsh defeat, 6-1 against Nice, only 3 points away from relegation, whereas Nantes, you've been saying this in the past few weeks, Alain, that they are getting points and points now that they have to play only once a week and they don't have the European competitions.
Yes. Nantes is one of the best defensive team right now in the Ligue. It's 4 games that don't receive goals, and that one can guarantee points, because if you are able to score a goal, you won the game. Yes, he's the best version of Nantes. Nantes is in his best moment in the season. Montpellier yesterday, the defeat is hard because we don't saw an improvement in Montpellier. They'll go out in Coupe de France against a team of Ligue. They lose 6-1 against Nice. Nice was one of the poorest attack in the Ligue 1. And now in Montpellier, you have a team are really strong without the ball. I choose the same tips like Clermont, not winning, X no bet, odds 2.00.
All right. Also good odds. Then if you back the away team, next one is Reims Nice, and following the problems that Nice had scoring goals, perhaps this is why Reims, they are favorite for this game, also because they keep growing and they are getting very good results. No defeats in the last 10 games. The last one was a victory, always difficult, in Ajaccio in Corsica. But Nice, let's see if they are able to keep a good streak of results. Alain, they were under pressure after being out of the cup. And as you mentioned, they reacted with that victory 6-1 against Montpellier.
Yes, Reims is signs that have the new manager. He appeared the Bayern Munich right now. Really streak really positive. Is one of the team in the best form in Ligue 1. Is a team really strong without the ball, and with the ball that have a player can be make the difference like Balogun, and Ito is finally adapt to the rhythm of the Ligue 1 and is making the difference. Now Nice changed the manager during the week. Yesterday we can saw the effect, and I think the problem between Favre and the vestiary was really strong, and that one I think needs with the squad is a decision that should be made before the season, because from the beginning of the second era of Favre, we feel that the perception was bad about this team with this offensive potential and that statistical and that results. It was really bad. It's a new season start for Nice, and in the second part of the season, I think Nice will be scored a lot of goals because the offensive potential is crazy in this team. I choose both teams to score for that game. Odds 1.87.
Didier Digard is the new manager of Nice, and after Strasbourg and Nice sacking their managers, Alain, 9 managers lost their job in Ligue 1. Usually it's the Bundesliga, the league that sacked many managers, but now the Ligue 1 is catching up. Well, good money, at least for the managers when you get sacked. Next game, Alain, Toulouse, Brest. I guess the Toulouse manager is not going to lose his job because they are doing a great job back in Ligue 1, 8 points away from relegation, 2 consecutive victories in this 2023, 5-0 playing away against Auxerre, and Brest. They are in relegation. They got a point at least against Lille, but we have to say that Brest, they had a very tough calendar in the past weeks.
Yes, Toulouse. The question is, Toulouse is able to win 2-3 games consecutive, because from the beginning of the season they have a lot of difficulty with that. Really strong at home, poor at away. Before the game in Auxerre was one of the poorest team in Ligue 1 with only 4 points in 8 games away. Now the occasion is really good. Is really good because Brest is not in a good moment. We must to admit Sainz Roy is the manager of Brest. Brest improved, especially without the ball. A clean sheet for Brest right now is one of the first points Roy must work, and the clean sheet yesterday I think is really positive for the team, a collective perspective. Now playing in Toulouse is always difficult because the risk is really high. The frequency of the finalization of Toulouse are really average. The average are really high, and Brest I have a lot of doubt they can support that during 90 minutes. The odds, I am really surprised about the odds because the difference is major for me. I choose Toulouse winning odds 2.05.
All right, Toulouse to win. Next game, we have Monaco, Ajaccio, and Monaco again dropping points against Lorient, thanks to Ben-Yedder scoring actually the equalizer in the last minutes, 5 points away from the Champions League spots. That is the goal of the team. Now they have to win against Ajaccio. That is the team just above relegation. As I said before, they lost against Reims, but even away, they got a couple of victories and they could be dangerous. I still remember that victory in the Velodrome, for instance.
Yes, of course. Monaco is strange, but Monaco made more points away than his home. It's true, his home is not the Bernabeu or the field of the Fenerbahce or Galatasaray, but it's a little strange. And at home, they lose against Rodez in the penalty, and they go out to the Coupe de France. Now, Ajaccio is really strong at home. It's true they won in Velodrome, but away the team have a lot of difficulty. Monaco must to win. Monaco yesterday, I don't understand the choice of Clermont to keep Ben-Yedder in the bench, because when he go in, we saw the difference, especially in the weight about the attack line. I think Embolo and Ben-Yedder must to play every game from the start in this team. I choose the security for that game. I think Monaco can't be lose points more at home, and Monaco winning odds 1.45.
Okay, not a lot of risk. Monaco playing at home. They are ninth in the standings, so it's very poor, as you mentioned. No, perhaps the supporters are more focused in playing roulette, cards, or investing than going to watch football, and that's why the team is not getting a lot of points. Well, this is not why, no, but they are not getting a lot of points in the Ligue. And the last game of this match day, for sure, the best one. On Sunday in Rawson Park, we have Rennes PSG. It's the opposite in Rawson Park because Rennes, they've won every single game this season played there, apart from the defeat against Lorient. So 8 victories. When they were playing at home, as you mentioned before, they lost in the middle of the week with playing with 9 men. And PSG, the good thing is that they are going to have all the stars, because after having Mbappe and Neymar resting against Angers, everyone is back in the training ground.
Yes, in the last 3 games, Paris doesn't win in Rennes. It's always a game difficult for Paris Saint-Germain. 𝐜𝐭𝐴, the last weeks, said away we have problem, and yesterday we saw that. A team with a Champions League ambition. Yesterday, especially for the sign-ups, it's not for the rival because Clermont is in a very good moment. But when you are able to back to the score, you found the draw. You have 20 minutes to score the game and won the game, and you lose the control, the emotional control, and you have two players sent off. Is a bad thing. And but Rennes, every game when they lose and when we finish with some doubt and journalists start to ask, but who is the really face about Rennes, have a good reaction when they play at home, and it's a very good occasion to receive the Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain prepare the game against Bayern Munich, and Galtier is managing the player, especially the three phenomenal Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi. Yesterday Mbappe doesn't play because Galtier known I can't lose point in Rennes. But it will be really difficult because Rennes is probably the only team in Ligue 1 can be hide the ball to the Paris Saint-Germain. With the possession, Rennes is really strong. Really strong. I think the motivation will be really special. I take the risk about this week because I think the odds doesn't respect the difference between both teams. Rennes winning 𝐿𝐴 at 3.95.
Wow, surprise. I said that Neymar didn't play, but Neymar played indeed against Angers. So you see a surprise. I remember that you also see PSG struggling against Lens, and Lens won that game. For sure, PSG, they have their eyes in the Champions League as every single season, to be honest. Well, Alain, let's see your safe bet for this match day.
Lens Auxerre over 1.75 goals. Odds 1.40.
And your ACCA?
Lens Auxerre over 2.75. Montpellier 2x no bet. Toulouse Brest 1. Rennes Paris Saint-Germain over 1.75 goals for a total 13.97.
Oh, you are ambitious, eh? Alain, in this match day.
I always explain why. Why is really subjective, but I explain why to have some argument to prove I am not so crazy.
Of course, in every tip, as we always say, no, this is not mathematics, but we try to explain you and give you options to place your bets, and hopefully we are successful. And Alain, let's see next week what we have. Thanks everyone for watching. Remember always to leave your comments and press the like and subscribe. Bye. Thank you.
Ciao.